slow down. I got a 2-car garage, and we can go and make sounds that call you Dale, cause you weren't hearts. I'll be Tracy Chapman in the fast car. What is this love? What are we waiting for? Life can be tough, so I need you more and more. You need to stay with me all night till I sleep. I'm feeling great, I feel alright. In my dreams, you need to stay with me. In my dreams.
NFL football has reached the gorgeous Emerald Isle. Welcome, everyone. It's almost time for kickoff here in Dublin, Ireland. Today, we're ready for an entertaining battle between the Minnesota Vikings and the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Ball is teed up. Chris Boswell to do the honors. And away we go from Dublin. On the return, it's Rondale Moore. And this gets out to the 30 before he stops.
Rondale Moore on the return. The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Offense out now to get us started. It's first and 10. First carry here for Aaron Jones. Well, maybe the rest of the game is going to be headed in the proper direction, Brock, but their first play winds up going backwards. And it's not just in quarterbacks, Brock Huard, who got to have short memories. You tell me this too, defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you've got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock them backwards.
As a man, Justin Jefferson. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
They'll head up first and 10 from the 42. Off the play fake, it's McCarthy. Forced out to his right. He tucks it and takes off. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a first down.
Kate, if you've heard me say it once, you've heard me say it 100 times. Completions, completions, completions. Well, that wasn't a pass. It was a scramble, but it nets the same thing, keeping this offense on schedule.
McCarthy fires out wide, complete. And he's going to get stopped right around the 45-yard line. Pick up a 5 on that play, and it'll bring up a Minnesota first down.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
First and 10, here's Jones. Well, he had to power through one tackle just to get back to the line that time.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, will largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
The next one is back, Aaron Jones. And this is only going to be a small gain to the 42. Cole Holcomb there on the stop.
When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you could see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The two were right there, and it netted some positive yards.
Third down, here's Jones. That's the first down, and he's still going. Down to the 10. He does it. Touchdown, Minnesota. The Vikings finish up an excellent opening series. It's an Aaron Jones touchdown.
You know, Kate, I think one thing we've clearly learned about the analytics of this game at the NFL level, explosive plays matter. And to get one on the opening series, that has got to feel good for this offense.
That one splits the uprights. And the Vikings will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Here's Reichard set to kick this away. Dante Kent with a return. Escapes the defender. He manages the 35 before they can stop him.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Good field position as the Steelers come up to it. First and 10. They'll go play action. Howard. And his game will begin with an incomplete pass. Not must-have yet, Brock, but it does feel pretty important that they come up with an answer for that touchdown, but not going to be easy.
Nope, and incompletions like that certainly won't help.
Following the incompletion, we stay at the 35. It's second and 10. Going again here, Howard. That's caught by Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And they're going to bring it. Down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. That throw by the rookie out of Ohio State, good for a chunk of yards and a first down.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Trying the left side with Johnson. And he gets it forward to still about a yard out of that. That tackle made by Blake Cashman.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
He's got it. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And it'll bring up a Pittsburgh first down. New slated downs to approach here from the 40.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Johnson gets it on first and 10. And a couple of teammates combining there for the stop after just 1 yard.
It'll be this group's job watching the film to find all these plays, the ones that amount to really very little statistically, and identify what was needed to just make them a little bigger, stretch them further. Afterthought plays now, they could be the big gains in next week.
Wow, he's about as close to the first as you can get, partner. Down to the 31, but didn't get it. It's third down.
Kate, one thing I learned from the late, great Mike Leach is, yeah, the system was called air raid, but it wasn't just attacking downfield. His philosophy, and it played out right there, is you have to attack every inch of the field, both vertically and horizontally, without routes or in routes, just like that.
And his short game gets them a new set of downs. His legs giving this opening drive some extra legs, partner. Good enough there to pick up the first.
Yeah, and I think that's good, Kate, because nobody on that sideline wanted to kick a field goal right there. You reach this part of the field, you want to go finish with 6.
Throwing here, Howard. Find Johnson out of the backfield. And this one doesn't go far. Now the completion rate is strong, partner. The yards, you got to imagine, will start to come soon enough.
You never go broke taking a profit. And you know this one too, Kate. The crumbs always lead to...
Oh, the cookie. Now I'm hungry. Second down now, 7 to go. On play action, here's Howard. Bails out of the pocket quick. Trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop it. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up.
And it's third down. Third and long.
Here he goes, third and long. Cover man is there, and he harmlessly knocks it away. Incomplete. First time this game they've looked to him. And that brings up fourth and long. Here comes Chris Boswell and the Steelers field goal unit. From the right hash, about 45 yards out. Boswell able to knock it through. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
They were able to answer a score with a score. Maybe not to tie the game, but to certainly turn some of the momentum.
Chris Boswell, the kickoff for Pittsburgh.
Now Boswell on to send this away. Moore with a return. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Minnesota into formation. It's first and 10.
Hey, let's go.
Starting a drive with a give to Jones. Small gain there, maybe 3 if he's lucky to begin this drive.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. That's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's second and 6. From the shotgun, McCarthy. Jefferson brings it in on the slant. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he could reach that 40. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down. And we will not get another play. That's going to do it for the first quarter. The Vikings have played to an early lead. Back with more of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. We're ready now for the second quarter to begin. Vikings in control of it. They've got first and 10 here, looking to add to their lead. Now give up the middle to Jones. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play. Ooh, talk about a bad look there, Brock. Going jumbo set and still moving backwards after that play.
I don't think you're talking to this defense, Kate, because I think they thought that was an excellent look to knock that thing backwards.
Good point, good point. The tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. That play good for 17 and a first down.
With that down and distance, this group was pretty confident the screen would get them enough yards for the first, and it did. And so long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
Out of the gun, a give to Jones. And no repeat success of that last run as he only is able to get back to the line on this play.
Well, that's just about textbook defense and how to shut down an RPO. The coverage was tight, the numbers were up, and then the bodies were there to stuff that run before it could get going.
Second down carry for Jones. Ran into a wall that time. A couple of guys able to hold him right at the line of scrimmage, so third down now.
Sometimes you just feel like in the background of every whole home run is a bigger play that just needed one more component. Hit that extra block a little longer, find the lane quicker. The defender maybe a half step late, and this could have been much, much more exciting. That is just a nice stretch of some reps there defensively. And really one of the areas when you watch college game to the NFL game that there is a vast difference. And that's the tightness of coverage. These windows of opportunity are small, and they could not find a completion.
And that's well into the end zone, so a missed chance to stick them near the goal line. Instead, they're going to have the ball at the 20. All right, Steelers to the line now. First and 10.
Hey, check that. Let's go now.
Clock begins with a run by Johnson. Shoots away from one. And he's all the way across midfield, down inside that 45-yard line. He finds 37 yards on the play to move those chains.
No frills, nothing fancy. That was just a good old offensive line dominated in the trenches. And that sprung him to get to the second level and beyond.
First down, and they go right back to it. Another big rip for it. And what a big play that was on first down, but we also have a flag. This might be coming back. A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond.
Go check. Here we go. Cowboy 80.
They'll run here following the penalty. Has a lane inside the 35. And he is finally sent out of bounds, but not until he gets it all the way down to the red zone. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with first and goal. Big play got him to the doorstep, Brock. 4 more yards now in goal to go.
Let's go. Rock going. Hurt. Right there. Hurt.
Looking inside the red zone. He will score. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers take a second quarter lead. Chris Boswell for the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Steelers push their lead to 3.
Vikings 7. Chris Boswell, the kickoff for Pittsburgh.
Now Boswell on to send this away. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Vikings to the line now. Here's first and 10. I'll start with a give to Jones. This drive is going to start out with a gain of 5 before they bring him down.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
On play action now, McCarthy. This is Jefferson, and he's got it. And the stop is made as he drives this to the opposing 43. It's a 30-yard gain, Brock, so unsurprisingly, that gives him a first down.
That is so much more the exception than the rule when you're targeting double or triple coverage. You may be fortunate to complete a fair number of those throws, but gains like that, those are rare, and that's big time.
Straight ahead they go with Jones. And a solid gain there, Brock, of about 5. Takes him inside the 40-yard line.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
So gain of 5 on that first down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on second. Staying on the ground with Jones. And he'll bring it to the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. The Vikings take a second quarter lead. It's an Aaron Jones touchdown.
Okay, you know what a run like that does for everybody? For the play caller, for the O-lineman, for the offense, it just gives you confidence that you can call that run again and not expect a little chunk. So go get explosive on the ground as well.
Steelers 10. Will Reichard to kick off.
Here's Reichard set to kick this away. Has this at the 6. He's got a lane up past the 30. Coverage team tracking him down as he reaches the 35.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Steelers with some very good field position as they get set first and 10. Gives it Johnson to start this drive. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run. We've reached the 2-minute warning from Ireland. And it's the Steelers with 10 to go still on second down. Shotgun snap here to Howard. We had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Tough one to retain through that hit. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
And 10 yards to go.
Still 10 yards to get this first down as they come to the line.
Let's go now. 70 Timberwolves.
Howard throwing on 3rd down. He's got a man left. And he's close, but they say he did not get there. It's going to be 4th and maybe a yard.
10-yard gain.
The Steelers calling their first timeout as they'll get together and discuss with 4th down coming up. Going for it on their own side, Brock. Okay, bold call, but they only need a yard. The Vikings call a timeout. It'll be their first as they'll get together and discuss with 4th down coming up. Going for it on their own side, Brock. Okay, bold call, but they only need a yard.
Cougar 19.
Fourth down, Howard. Gets this one to Freiermuth. And he'll get them enough for a first down.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
Football on that 47-yard line, first down.
At the 47-yard line.
Now running for the first time with Jaylen Warren. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play. Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9.
2nd and 9 at the 47-yard line.
Operating from the gun. Here's Howard. Makes the catch. Down to the 44-yard line as he nearly picks up the first. Steelers working with a sense of urgency from the hurry-up clock, continuing to run. Minnesota spends its second time out here. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. 7th play of the drive now as they need a yard here on 3rd down.
Here we go, here we go.
Guide play straight ahead. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs. Steelers working with a sense of urgency from the hurry-up clock, continuing to run. First and 10. Here's Howard. Brought in. And he's going to get this down inside the 30 before he's driven out. He picks up 15 on the play. And that's a Steelers first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
With the gun, Howard. Taking the deep shot there on first down. Okay, no luck connecting. It's incomplete.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, well, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
Ball still on that 29-yard line as they come up to it. 2nd and 10. Again, throw out of the gun. Complete to DK Metcalf. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh! The Steelers get some late points and the lead. It's a DK Metcalf touchdown. Boswell gets that point after to go. And the Steelers push their lead to 3.
17. Vikings 14.
Now Boswell on to send this away. He's going to field this at the 2. And he's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful effort.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Only half a minute to go in our half. Let's see how they begin the drive.
Let's go now.
First and 10. It's McCarthy. On it, and he nearly picked it. So couldn't hang on in the end. The offense got lucky on a risky throw there. It's 2nd down.
You know exactly what he's thinking. Hopefully next time it's a little bit easier. The degree of difficulty on that one high. Throwing to double coverage, odds are against you.
And that one is incomplete, and the clock stops with 18 seconds to go. Jordan Addison, the intended target. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
See the pass, time up your hit, and jar that ball loose. Not a lot of players are hanging on through a well-placed hit like that one.
McCarthy throwing on 3rd down. He put everything he had into this one. And that one's going to fall incomplete. No luck there. Just 11 seconds remaining.
Kate, as a quarterback, that is so rough. Incomplete, incomplete, incomplete. You're going to the sidelines, you're going to look at that tablet, and you're going to try to figure out how in the heck do we turn this around.
All right, so they're only going to have enough time for one more snap here before we reach halftime.
First and 10 at their own 48-yard line.
Ready up.
One last play before the break.
Set. 79 Bronco.
He'll throw it. He's going deep. And they will not connect. took his shot there to end the half, but no dice. That's going to take us to the break. This Irish crowd has been great so far. No surprise there, and still 2 quarters left to play here in Dublin. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. Good field position as the Steelers come up to it. 1st and 10.
Let's go. Take off.
They'll go play action. Kicks on the crosser. And he's going to be hauled out on a gain across midfield down inside the 45-yard line. One play and Brock in his drive is already in enemy territory. Here's Howard, 1st and 10. This one's caught. And he's brought down after a short gain.
There's no question, Kate, that the big plays down the seam or will make tight ends a fan favorite, but it's those type of catches right there. The short yardage gets good coverage, contested catches that really make tight ends a locker room favorite.
It's Johnson on 2nd down. He's foray out the middle. That's about 3. Harrison Smith in on the stop.
He's brought down at the 37-yard line. It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 4.
3rd and 4 coming up now.
19, Tigers. Mustang 19.
Throwing from the gun. Can't convert on 3rd. That's to the ground and incomplete. Well, no look on his first look of the game. And 4th and 4 coming up. Here comes Chris Boswell in the Steelers field goal unit. This a 54-yarder. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that'll double their lead to 6.
What a season this guy's having. Yet to miss on a field goal this entire year. And I really hope I didn't just jinx him.
And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback. So good field position to start with for the Vikings. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, Jones gets it. And he powers ahead for about 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
That's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You could stick to the ground. You could throw beyond the sticks. You really create some indecision now defensively.
1st down run, nabs him 5. Now 2nd and 5. McCarthy fires out wide, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And that's going to give the Vikings the 1st down. Here's Jones. And he started to get through the lane before it closed. 3 yards there. Patrick Queen ranging in for the tackle.
Got to be rush hour, Kate, because there's a whole lot of traffic up the middle right there. He ran right into some gridlock, and he could only manage a few yards at most.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. Back to throw. Here's McCarthy. Running screen now for Jones. And they're all over that screen. Brock didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage.
Kate, that's one of those situations as a quarterback that on my grade sheet, that's a negative. That screen was ambushed by the defense, and you've got to throw it away. Just find a way to put it at his feet and not create a negative play for your offense.
He's got it. And they get there to take him down right around the 41.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
So the Vikings will try a field goal on fourth down. Will Reichert headed out. This from the right hash and a considerable distance. This will not connect. Not enough leg and too far left as well. And they fail to cut the lead in half. It stays at 6. The Steelers with some very good field position as they get set, 1st and 10. To the air, Howard. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's down inside the 40 before he's escorted out. Big gain, 14 on the play. And he'll bring up a Pittsburgh 1st down. New set of downs for him at the 38.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
60 bucks.
Here's Johnson. And he'll only find 1 yard up the gut. 2nd down.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on 1st down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. Howard looking to throw. Makes the grab in bounds left side. They haul him down just a foot or 2 shy of the red zone. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
Play like this, that's exactly where you want to get him the ball. Right on the outside, where he's got the space and a lot more room to work.
They'll come up on 1st and 10.
Hey, check that. Set. Hawk 7, Hawks, take over.
Again, left side to Johnson. Had some room to work and he took advantage. Give him 7.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
Johnson gets it again on 2nd. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain, so Brock, that means 3rd down coming up.
You want to see the term read and react to the little video in the football dictionary? That's it.
To the line. Here's 3rd and 3.
Here we go. Dragon 60. Partnership 19 Lion.
They'll run with Warren. And he is well clear of that marker. That effort's going to set them up with a 1st and goal.
You love a huddle? Kate, you really do. You love a huddle full of guys like this who just know how to keep the drive moving forward. There's some trust there that he's going to get the job done, and he's going to get another shot, I would guess, down the line.
19's ready.
They'll run with Johnson. Only a couple there, but still in good shape. Only 3 yards to go here on 2nd and goal.
Guessing everybody in the huddle on the sidelines sure want a little bit more from that run, but you didn't go backwards. Still in a great spot, and can't wait to see what they do here on 2nd and goal.
Howard now to throw. And they will score. Touchdown, Pittsburgh! The Steelers lengthen the lead at the end of the 3rd. It's a DK Metcalf touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. Boswell to add the PAT. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Steelers bump the lead up to 13 points.
Vikings 14. Chris Boswell, the kickoff.
Now Boswell on to send this away. Fields this one at the 3. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Minnesota in the formation. It's 1st and 10. Starting the drive with a give to Jones. Well, even a great game is going to have its lesser moments. He can't get anything out of that carry. Stop for no gain.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Looking to throw. McCarthy. This is caught. off with authority there, but that stuff came later than they'd like as he gets a good bit and that first down. So we hit the end of the third quarter. It's Vikings football. They're down, but not out on the scoreboard. Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43. Now a give up the middle to Jones. Great work there to evade the tackle, but the rest of the run, pretty forgettable. No gain there.
The one thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on second down. Play action, McCarthy. Flushed out of the pocket. He's going to keep it this time. And he's tackled for a short gain.
You know, Kate, they always say that QB clock. You know what it's more like? It's more like an alarm. Especially in a situation like that. And it's a good thing you woke up to it. Able to make something out of nothing and at least keep them moving forward.
Cut him down. They need 7. To the air on 3rd and long. Gonna let this one fly deep downfield. Well, they had the look, certainly didn't shy away from it, but couldn't connect. And now they're stuck facing 4th down. He's been a frequent target throughout this game, Brock. We've seen that coverage tighten up a little bit more on him every time the ball's thrown his way.
Well, hasn't taken him off the board completely. He's still beating them for some catches, but that heightened focus defensively does lead to moments like that one where what would normally be a catch falls incomplete.
The Vikings getting their punt team out. Ryan Wright's the one to send it away. That's taken on the 7. And he gets him a small chunk of yards there before he winds up out of bounds.
Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Pittsburgh offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go.
Johnson up the middle. Free up the middle. It's a breakaway. Hits the 20. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
He just didn't quite have the last bit of burst needed to finish it off. Don't be surprised to see them go his way again soon. Give him a chance to earn that touchdown.
Looking for a little more. Well, so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on 2nd and goal.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
Running for it with Johnson. And he's in for the touchdown. The Steelers making a 3-score game in the 4th. The Steelers calling their first time out. They still have 2 to work with in this final quarter.
Chris Boswell on for the point.
Well, Brock, not much to say other than the fact that this offense on point. They're just clicking today.
Just rolling. I mean, this is clinic. This is what I call teaching tape. Being well prepared, and more importantly, going out there and executing at a high level.
Now Boswell on to send this away. Moore with a return. He stopped on the run back at the 27.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Vikings to the line now. Here's 1st and 10. The gun, a gift to Jones. And he'll scurry forward for a pickup of 3.
That is simply a stay-on-schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
4 yards on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 6. Jones once more. And this is headed the wrong way. They're going to lose yards here, and it's going to bring up 3rd down. Now we'll get a pause for an injured player. That's Aaron Jones, the man in question, and some obvious discomfort as he gets looked at. throw here, third down. He's going to loft this deep down the left sideline. Tries to lob that one up, and it's intercepted. Chuck Clark has it. And the Steelers will take over as he records his first interception of our season.
I'll hear a lot of defensive coordinators say you've got to earn the right to rush the passer by doing work on the early downs. You know what this is, Kate? They've earned the right to be aggressive defensively with the work they did through 3 quarters, and this defense is cutting it loose.
Drive begins with a run by Johnson. They're able to grind him to a halt after a pickup of 4.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a first down.
Here's Johnson again. Behind the line here on second down, which is only going to make things tougher for this third down coming up.
Perception and reality, Kate. The perception out there from the public is edge rushers are defined by their sacks. The reality in a locker room and in the huddle is you could be defined by your relentlessness. And his motor never stopped. Helped him track it down for a loss on the outside.
And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. Fourth down coming up. The Steelers set to punt it. And thankfully, he hasn't been needed until the final quarter. Only punted once in last week's loss, and he gets this one away. Takes this in at the 25. And he's brought down before the return gets far.
The Vikings take over first and 10.
First and 10 now from the 30. I'll start with a give to Jones. Well, a lot of effort there, partner, but no results. He fought through that one stop, but only managed to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Where one defender failed, well, his buddy was there to swarm to the ball and make that play just as it gets to the line of scrimmage.
It's the 2-minute warning here in Dublin. Vikings trying to make it look a little nicer on that scoreboard. First down run netted him nothing. Here is second and 10. There's a dive up the middle. And 2 yards all he can get. It's third down.
Well, Kate, that's a quick hitter to the big guy, and that's what you normally expect to see out of it. Not a huge gain, just pick it up a little bit before they stall him out.
They'll throw, third and long. This gets the first and more. And he is taken down as he drives this to the enemy 40. He'll move the sticks after ripping off a gain of 28. Here's slated downs to approach here from the 40.
First down.
Down to a knee, and we're going to see if that defense chooses to expend one of its final 2 timeouts. Down to a knee, and we're going to see if that defense chooses to expend one of its final 2 timeouts. So make a check in the win column for the Steelers. And this is exactly how they wanted to go into that bye week, partner, with a victory and some positives to build on in that nice extra time off.